Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, Rayne Movement. Today's Yin practice is completely dedicated to the 3-eye Atlas comet that is coming through on October 31st. So this cosmic event is going to create, even though it's unseen, a ripple of energy that's going to affect us emotionally, might create a little disruption. And so what we want to do through this time is invite this opening to receive whatever's going to come through with love and compassion towards ourselves and all things that are involved. Tallulah is an example of a disruption right now. She's messing up the blanket. She got her ball. That's what she wanted. So with this disruption, we really want to settle into some nice deep stillness, open ourselves up to receive anything that wants to come through, and really be with the emotions that arise. This is a time to help disrupt patterns. Anything that's not in alignment for you, it's going to shift everything. So with that in mind, have as many props as you would really love to help support you in this for today's practice. I have 2 yoga blocks, a blanket, and an eye pillow for a nice long shavasana. So grab whatever you need and meet me when you're ready. So we'll begin today's practice in a comfortable seated position in Sukhasana. If Sukhasana doesn't feel good to you, find any comfortable seat that does. Maybe that involves sitting in a chair to begin practice. So I'm sitting on 2 blocks, feeling your sit bones grounded. Let's just take a moment to arrive in the space, arrive in your body. So maybe you just soften your gaze. If you feel safe to, you can close your eyes. And let's just take a nice deep breath in through your nose as we lift our shoulders to our ears. Exhale your shoulders down and back. Let's do that again. Deep breath in, shoulders to your ears. Exhale down and back. Let's bring our right hand to our heart, left hand to our belly. And try to relax the features of your face, soften your jaw. And become aware of your body and how it feels today. Notice if you can soften any edges, any tension in your shoulders, your hips. And we'll begin with a little breathwork technique. We'll do a 4 count inhale, holding for a count of 6, and an 8 count exhale. And so we begin deep inhale, hold, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more rounds at your own pace. And breathe normal. In your mind's eye, I invite you to imagine the night sky loaded with stars, planets, and you're just floating there in the abyss. In the distance, you see this three-eye atlas pass, blasting through, creating a ripple effect across everything energetically. And this ripple hits your body, hits your nervous system, shaking everything up within you. But in your heart, you know you can be still. You welcome this ripple with love and peace. We move with curiosity and openness to see what arises. So allow your intention for this practice just to be open to receive with softness and love. Let's inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Allow your head to drop as you bring your hands to your knees, chin to chest. Take a nice slow head roll to your right. And then a nice slow head roll to your left. When you're ready, take your time. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, drop your right hand down. Take a nice big side body stretch. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, other side. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, right hand drops down as your left hand comes behind your head and your gaze lifts. Take an inhale here. Exhale, round your spine. Bring your left elbow towards your right knee. Inhale, open back up. Exhale, spiraling inward. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, sweeping both arms to the ceiling. Exhale, left hand drops, right hand goes behind your head, gaze towards the ceiling. Inhaling here, exhale to round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Last one. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, come into a twist to your right, left hand to right knee, sit up nice and tall, soften your belly to your breath. Inhale, reach both arms up through center. Exhale, other side. And then inhale, reach both arms up. Let's bring our hands together in a little diamond, gaze towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend your elbows, open your heart. Open to receive. Inhale, lengthen up, create that little triangle. Exhale, open. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open. Good. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Take a pause here. Palms together in Anjali Mudra. Face relaxed, body soft, ready for the impact, the ripple through our bodies, through our emotional body, our heart center. And with gratitude and openness, we'll move into Child's Pose Balasana. So Lula left me a gift here. So come off of whatever you're seated on, or maybe if you decided to join and start on a chair, just come down to your mat now. Let's move our blocks towards the top of the mat. Bring your knees as wide as your mat, and we'll just settle all the way down. Forehead towards the earth. And we're going to stay here for a little bit as our first moment of yin. So if this feels like a lot, you can invite a bolster into the posture, into the asana. What you can also do, if you're comfortable laying all the way down, stay all the way down. You can also bring your blocks back in and your blanket. And then rest your body and utilize that as a bolster situation. Coming all the way down, resting the side of your cheek. So you choose how deep you'd like to go. And sinking into Mother Earth, allowing you to feel held, knowing she has you through whatever arises. Your heart supported. If you're using a support, just bring your opposite cheek down, so just rotating your head the other way. And slowly making your way out. Take your time, there's no rush. Moving your props back off to the side. Setting yourself up to come into a tabletop. And bring our hands under our shoulders, knees under hips. Finding just a few rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, drop your belly, broaden your heart up and forward. Exhale, scoop and round, press the mat away. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We'll come back to neutral. We're going to create a little bit of space. You can kind of circle and walk your right foot up, or you can inhale, extend your right foot back and take a big step forward into low lunge. Welcoming in your blocks. We'll just take a moment to arrive here. Arrive into your hip flexors. Notice how they're feeling today. Slow, deep breaths. And then we'll move with our breath for 3 rounds. So bring your blocks up a little bit higher. Walk them back towards your hip bones. And then inhale, dip your hips, broaden your heart up and forward. Exhale, hinge back, half split. Inhale, come back forward. Exhale, extend. Last one, inhale. Exhale, we're going to hold this half split. Really soften into it. If you have any extra props, a bolster, more blocks, you can always place one underneath your calf just to create a nicer little bend in your knee if your hamstrings are tight. Otherwise, just folding. Opening our bodies up, creating space. One more deep breath here. Slowly come back. We're going to take a pivot on our back supporting knee. So you're going to bring your left foot over to the right side of your mat, completely off the mat. And then we're going to pivot our whole bodies to face the side and extend our right leg forward. Okay? I know my blanket is blocking the visual here. So we have this nice long stance, and what we're going to do here is we'll take a nice deep inhale, and then we're going to exhale, just hinge back, and we're going to hold this asana, this stretch. So you can lower your blocks, you can rest right here, you can bring your forehead to the floor, hands extended forward, whatever feels best to you. Slow, deep breaths. And if this is too much on your knee, just skip this asana. Come back into a seated Sukhasana and just meditate. Just hold the vision of being open to receive the disruption, the endings of new beginnings, and just let yourself drop back into that visual of floating in space, fully surrendered and open. And at any point during practice, if an asana is painful for you to hold, come into Balasana, come into Sukhasana, and just drop back into that space of meditation. Come back to that. Not giving up on your practice, still showing up in honor of this cosmic event and for yourself. One more deep breath. Slowly ease your way back up. You can use your blocks or just keep your hands on the floor. We're going to pivot to face the back of your mat. And then we have our right leg back. Tuck your toes and just create a nice little rocking forward and back. And then from here, we'll just drop our right knee down and find Balasana, Child's Pose. You can keep your hands on your blocks if you'd like. Just let your head hang. This is a temporary transition. Take a nice deep breath. And then on your next inhale, coming back up as we take that all to the other side. So we have our left leg extending up and back, stepping a nice big step forward into low lunge. And again, just taking a pause to arrive, not rushing what comes next, taking our time. And we'll take 3 rounds of moving breath from our low lunge into our half split. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, extend, flex, and fold. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, extend. Last one, inhale. Exhale, we hold the stretch. Try to relax the features of your face, soften your jaw, support your leg in any way you feel like you need. One more breath. Inhale, we come back to center. And then this is where we transition. So we have our right leg back. You're gonna bring your right toes over to the left side of your mat, starting to pivot around to face the side, extending your left leg out. We take a nice deep inhale here, and then exhale, we sink back. And again, you can play with your blocks. Arms can be fully extended or resting. Also skipping this asana if it doesn't feel right. One more deep breath. Your next inhale, slowly come up. Bring your left knee in. So what we're gonna go from here is into a really deep stretch for our hips. So again, be mindful if it doesn't feel right, change to a different asana, but keeping your hands on your blocks for now, just start to walk your knees wider, 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 or slide until they're in a nice, what you could say, a turned out squat position. So we want our ankle lined up underneath our knee, so you can look back and check that alignment. And then you can kind of play with pushing back, pushing forward, feeling into your hips. If your knees are super sensitive, you can always throw some pillows under your knees that can create a little bit more support if you're on a hard floor. I'm on carpet, so I luckily have some extra support. I don't normally when I do this asana. And so you can stay up here if this is more than enough. If you'd like to go further, you can start to lower yourself down onto your blocks, your props, and just play here to a point where you can just stay and breathe. We're really opening ourselves up here. Soften your gaze or close your eyes, just really dropping in. And if at any point it becomes unbearably uncomfortable or there's any sharp pain, bring yourself out, come back to balasana or just lay on the mat and shavasana for a little bit. Always listening to your body, teetering that edge. And you know, this Comet's gonna bring us to our edge, to this place of complete release, emotionally, physically, spiritually. You might even feel like there's things collapsing, but there's a way we can teeter on the edge, right? And in yoga, we have this fine edge of sitting through something really uncomfortable, and we're about to sit through something extremely uncomfortable. You might already be sitting in something very uncomfortable outside of this asana, outside of this practice. So yoga helps us create this discipline to stay with it so that we can move forward and not repeat the same patterns of discomfort over and over, but instead welcome them with gratitude, knowing that everything is temporary and we can move through it. But there's a fine line of when things are uncomfortable and painful when it comes to our physical bodies. So always honoring that, preventing injury so that we can move forward. And one more deep cleansing breath, full inhale. Sigh out your mouth. Slowly and mindfully begin to work your way out. That can look like bringing your feet a little closer, pressing through your blocks, helping your knees walk their way in. Take your time. And then we'll shift our hips off to one side and we're going to come to a seat. From here, we'll come into a supported fish pose. So we'll utilize both our blocks for this. You'll bring one block back. This block is going to be right along your spine between your shoulder blades. I like to think that it's at the base of your shoulder blades. That's the end of the block, and then it travels up from there. And then with a decent amount of space, we'll bring this block in. Behind it, for our head. And again, I'm playing with my blanket being in the way of your all's view and vision, but creating that space here, right? So that we have plenty of room. And so we'll come forward, and I like to find the base of that block, again, right beneath my shoulder blades, and then making your way down. And then if that back block's not quite where you need it, just moving it in, making sure you feel really stable here. We'll extend our legs, extend your arms out to the side, like you're gonna hug somebody out to the side. So really out your shoulder sockets. Closing your eyes. And so really just settling in here, letting yourself soften. And coming back to that visualization of floating through space, observing this ripple effect. Allow your belly to soften, your hips, your glutes, your shoulders, your fingertips, melting into presence. Melting into receiving with an open heart. And slowly begin to deepen your breath. Bring a little movement back into your body. Ground your hands next to the sides of your torso. Tuck your chin in and slowly roll your way up. Coming back to a seat. We're going to remove those blocks and we're going to come into a supported bridge. So you only need one block for this asana. Again, making sure you have plenty of space behind you as you lower down. We'll bring this block underneath our tailbone. Make sure it's underneath your tailbone and not on your low back. Palms again can flip up towards the ceiling. And here we're creating space at the base of our spine, our root chakra, our foundations. This might be an area that gets extremely disrupted. So we want to have our heart open to receive whatever comes through with love and compassion. But we also want to have space to receive from one of the most important areas in our energetic body, which is our sense of security, our foundations and who we are. A lot of times it's the very material world, so our home, our finances, things that creates a sense of security, right? So we want to create this little bit of space here to receive this energy fully at the base of our spine. And the base of our spine is where our whole awakening comes from. It travels its way up through the masculine and feminine flow to the crown of our head. So here, really create this image in your mind as you're floating in this area of space that you're very open in your root chakra in the base of your spine. Open to whatever shifts might come to you in this area, no matter how unstable it feels, knowing that it's here for a reason. And it's going to be uncomfortable, but we'll move through, and we'll move through with growth and an open heart to be even better, to step up, to up level from there. One more deep breath. And this time pressing through your heels, lifting your hips, and then just dropping your pelvis down onto the mat and let your spine recalibrate for a moment. Bring your hands to your belly or maybe to your womb. Bringing some awareness up from your root chakra. Or your womb space for any men. From here, let's bring the soles of our feet together, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly, and keep your hands in this energetic area of the sacral chakra. Really try to breathe low into this area, so try to breathe so deeply into that area your hands rise. Our emotions are really going to be running wild with this comet. And so allow yourself to be held, to be yanked and thrown and tossed with the waves, the ripples, just like the water. Just like how you're imagining yourself floating in space, we float in water with the same quality. So while we rest here, I invite you to feel into the sensation of floating either on top of the water or maybe just beneath water. Just starry night sky above you. The temperature is just right. No matter how rough the water gets or waves, you just surrender more and more to the tossing or the gentleness. You allow yourself to be supported and held through all the emotions that could arise: guilt, shame, sadness, anger, joy, bliss, hope, love, heartbreak, peace, forgiveness. All the possible emotions you could feel, and not labeling one better than the other, as they're all necessary in this human experience, and they all come and go in waves. Everything's not perfect all the time, and it's never meant to be. So if things are really rough, see how much more you can surrender, not try to control what's happening, but to let go and trust yourself, trust the flow, trust the universe, trust God. Feel that holding. Just be with that. And take a nice deep breath in. Sigh it out. As we move into our final Shavasana, extending legs, arms, grabbing onto that blanket if you're feeling any chill covering your body. Something I'm going to do. It's a little chilly where I'm at. Eye pillow. Allow yourself to feel fully supported. If you have a bolster, place it beneath your knees. And if you don't have an eye pillow, placing a shirt or a towel, something over your eyes that really creates a sense of darkness, where we can drop back into that visualization. And I invite you to still feel like you're floating on water, gazing at the vast galaxy. So stay in that visual state of Sukhasana, but see if you can surrender even more and just observe what arises. Just be. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. If you're really in deep right now and you're doing this in the evening, just stay as long as you need. In fact, if you want to doze right into sleep from here, it's a great place to go to observe what dreams come. But if you want to close practice with me, create some bigger movement, rolling your wrists, your ankles, keeping your eyes closed as you remove anything that's covering your eyelids. And gently blinking your eyes open, gazing at the ceiling for a moment, staring at nothing in particular. And when you're ready, rolling to one side and gently pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat to seal our practice together. And keeping your eyes closed or heavy, let's inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, palms to your third eye for open intuition. Trust, seeing clearly through all illusion that this comet might ripple through, making you see a little clearer your path forward. Bring your hands to your heart, where we stay open to unconditional love, forgiveness towards ourselves and others through this effect. Let's bring our palms to the earth, knowing we are held by our roots, by Mother Earth. We'll seal, like always, one sound of Om followed by 3 Shantis. If you're welcome, if this is your first time, you can just listen, or you're welcome to join in. We'll take a nice deep breath in through your nose first. Sigh out your mouth. Next inhales for our mantra. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And the light in me honors light in each of you. Thank you all so much for joining me in today's much longer practice for us to really create space, drop in, and be open to receiving whatever comes through from this 3-Eye Atlas coming by on October 31st. I hope you have an amazing, amazing Halloween, and that I'll see you again here soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below how today's practice felt for your nervous system, for your body, and anything you want to share in reference to this comet coming through. Again, thank you for being here in Rayne Movement. I'm Bailey Rayne, and I will see you all very soon. Namaste.